journey really started in the last 5 years when I went out for college and seeing the world for as it is. The reality of the world was something I had trouble accepting with, and coming into spirituality really helped me pull me out of that negative thinking pattern that I was stuck in. Meditation has given me a positive outlook.
Much more calmness in my demeanor, and I have much more confidence than I had before, because before I joined meditation, I lacked a bit self-confidence and was always doubting myself that I would be able to do certain things in life. So I think this really has helped me gain that confidence and reduce self-doubt.
As a youth, as a teenage, we have a lot of aspirations apart from my career. I want to achieve this and that was done through manifestations. Manifestation is something that you need to trust in yourself completely. I have manifested many sort of things. Like, start from tiny little things. Like, for example, tomorrow if I want to have something, I start manifested today, and I think that I'm actually having it, and then tomorrow I am actually having it. I'm in the process. I experience it emotionally, and finally I do get it. So it lies all in your trust. Like, you need to trust the process. That's where manifestation is all about. The foundation is just your trust.
Since I have been part of this meditation, that time onwards, my anger issues, I feel like I don't even remember when last time I got angry on someone or anything.
Initially, I used to always get very anxious thinking about my future. But right now, the thing that meditation has taught me is to be okay with whatever it is.
Before doing meditation, I would easily cry on little things. If I wish something and if that did not happen, I would cry easily. Recently in this week, actually I was waiting for an interview. Fortunately, I got called from the HR, but I could not answer it. Then I kept trying them, but I could not reach them. Past 3 days, this is going on my mind. If it been earlier, I would have been crying only all these 3 days. But till today, I could control. I did not even think of crying. I was like, okay, let them take their time. Maybe they would get back to me at some other time. I think this is the change that I could see in me through meditation.
Namaste. A very happy good evening and great morning to masters joining from different parts of the world. Welcome back to another day of Vibe session. Feels so good to see so many youngsters finding themselves, finding different solutions that they wanted at that point of time in their life. We had testaments of finding clarity, confidence, them manifesting things, them knowing how to take things equanimously, whether the call for interview came or not, they're still not deterred by it. And also yesterday there was a question on anger. So themselves finding answers to how to maintain anger, not finding that they were in the rage at that point of time. So amazing. All thanks to this one practice that they committed to themselves. So yet again, congratulations. We're on day 28, and it being a Sunday, you could have been anywhere else, but all of you have chosen to be here. So we'll get into a long meditation practice today. We will play the manifestation track. I hope last week you've learned about manifestation, and by now you've already fixed a goal for yourself that you want to work on, that you want to manifest. Even if not, that's absolutely fine. We want to live the best lives, have the greatest emotional experiences here. So let's just focus on that for now. And let's begin our long meditation practice today, Sunday. So remove your spectacles if anyone's wearing that. Relax your body. Clasp your fingers, cross your legs. Gently close your eyes. We begin with the heart elevation process.
dear friends. Dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area and resting your attention on your sacred heart. Feel. Your heart center with a slow, long, relaxing breath. Feel. The seat of all emotions, nurturing all life. With its energies of love, compassion, kindness, care. Connect with your heart center, dear friends. Love it. Feel the beat, the rhythm of your heart. Feel its expansion. Breathe life into it. Feel more of it. Love it, dear friends. Helping you thrive in life, helping you expand your experience of life. Your heart knows. Connect with it. Listen to it. And you imagine an experience of higher vibration where you felt enormous love, joy, appreciation, gratitude. Being in nature, enjoying the beauty of a flower, playing with a child, spending time in rain, whatever that elevates you, dear friends. Go into that experience and feel that energy. The more you experience these energies of joy, appreciation, gratitude, the more coherent you become, the more one you feel. Coherence is a basis for all creation. Feel. And allow yourself to direct that energy onto all things and everyone. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands rested comfortably in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. We are going into powerful group meditation. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to slowly empty your mind of all thought. Our goal is to experience that emptiness. That exists all around. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to become totally empty of all thoughts in your mind. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize your thinking, go back to observing your breath, dear friends. As the mind is becoming empty, we channelize all that energy into the generous present moment. We allow our body to function at its natural best. Be with your breath, one with that in breath and the out breath, dear friends. tell yourself to stay connected to the deeper emptiness of yourself. This is your consciousness, the divine self. Become aware of it. Everything and everybody are connected in this field of consciousness, that intelligent, higher mind, which is always paying attention as awareness. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, the more you lose yourself to this nothing. The more you experience your wholeness, that you become everybody. Friends, as we emptied ourselves and floating in this energy field, dear friends, it's a great moment to connect with the future. Our thoughts and feelings create our outer reality. Our observation manifests possibilities. This is the moment to connect with that greater future with a clearer intent and heightened feelings and emotions in our body, dear friends. I want you to dream of your future, dear friends. I want you to step into that future. Can you affirm your goals, whatever that you always wanted to experience? Affirm your goals, dear friends, and let this quantum field know that this is important for you. My friends, we are stepping into a future. Affirm your goal with excitement, with a clear intent. And can you affirm any empowering beliefs? And let this quantum field know that you're no longer limited by your old self, that you are defined by these empowering beliefs about your life, about that future. And at this time, dear friends, I would like you to walk into your future. I would like you to imagine and dream about those future experiences as if your goals have already happened. And I want you to dream. I want you to live that future. Those goals have already happened. They have come true in your life. So how is your life changing? What new experiences are you drawing into this life? Dream it, dear friends. Imagine and live those experiences of your mind movie. Come on, friends. You are living your future. You're connecting to your future with that clear intent and heightened emotion in your body. What choices are you making in this new future? Friends, what are you doing with all that success, that abundance? Friends, I want you to feel that emotion in your body. I want you to experience the love, the joy, that gratitude confidence, whatever that may be in your future. Remember, dear friends, you are the architect of your life. In the matters of quantum field, there is no limit whatsoever. Feel it, dear friends. Experience that new life in every way. Do you have a new body? How does it feel? Love it, dear friends. Enjoy it. What are you doing with that greater well-being in your body? Where are you in this new life? Feel. Live. Believe in it, dear friends. Who is around you? Come on, friends. Feel that emotion. Feel that joy, that compassion, whatever that may be. I want you to experience that in every cell of your body. The stronger you feel that emotion. Remember, the stronger you signal the quantum field. And the stronger you feel that emotion, the greater your signal to your cells in your body to upregulate the gene, to repair, to reconstruct your body. Feel it. My friends, let there be no doubt about it. Let there be no uncertainty. Whatever you dream, whatever you imagine, whatever you experience must come true. That is a quantum law. My friends, live more. Connect more. Love that experience into your life more. Enjoy it more. Believe in it more, dear friend. This is for you. Friends, at this time, I would like you to express gratitude. Gratitude to all things and everyone. Can you express gratitude to your parents for giving you this beautiful connection to life? Be grateful to all your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. For knowledge is precursor to experience. Be grateful to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, for helping you learn many things, experience many things. Your gratitude to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, for all the beauty, energy, mystery, and more in your life. Your gratitude to everything you use, the technology, the system, the governments, the companies that make our life so comfortable. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you and caring for others, and to this intelligent universe, the quantum field of energy, for helping us experience this life. Many are not so blessed. Relax your body and let your autonomous nervous system repair your body as you relax. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes.
Welcome back, friends and masters. Hope you had a great meditation today. That too a long one. I know we started off with the meditation. There is a brief topic in pyramid energy that I would want to cover. But before that, does anybody want to share how your meditation was? Did you experience anything? You want to ask a question, share something? Please feel free to do that, and then I'll shortly get to the topic. And to address some questions in the chat, sorry, I'm not sure of the instruments or the track, but these are all special curated tracks from Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation to make our meditation more deeper and easier for us to be guided and practice it. You can find all these tracks on the Buddha CEO app or on YouTube Buddha CEO live channel as well. There is a separate playlist called meditation tracks. So you can find them there and use it to practice how many ever times you want. So that, and yes, anyone asking, are Chandra sir and Vani ma'am the only disciples of Patriji? Absolutely not. Like, I don't know if you were there in yesterday's session, there was a video played. There are lakhs of people who have, benefiting, practicing from this meditation. So I believe all of us are, in fact, disciples of Patriji. While Patriji didn't consider anyone master and disciples, he always said, each of you are a master in your own light, and he considered everyone friends. So I don't know if that's the right word, but there are several other senior masters from the PSSM movement who run organizations just like Chandra sir. The spiritual tablets, there is swag, there's all of that. So yes, I hope I've answered your question. And yes, Radheji, I can see amazing experiences that you're sharing. Would you want to share it in your own words directly instead of in the chat? Wonderful, Shri ji, you are able to connect with the group energy. Yes, Radheji.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening. Hello.
Hello. Yes, please go ahead.
It is a wonderful experience. Feeling very light. Through the session continuously, I'm getting tears.
I'm sorry, it's not very clear to me. Is it just for me or anybody else also faces it? Okay. Can you please repeat it if you don't mind? All right, I think there's a network issue. We'll wait for you if it gets better. We'll listen to you, but great that you could go deep and you had that tears. Again, great if we have the experience, even if not, it's fine. But these are, tears coming. They're all just emotions being released or us connecting to that beautiful consciousness energy. So great. I'll just go to the topic. If there's any question, you can put it up in the chat box as well. So while we were speaking, right, how do we make our meditation experiences deeper? I think in one of the classes, pyramid energy was one of the topics I said, right? Meditating under the pyramid can make the meditation experience 3x stronger. Now, I don't know about the numbers, how is it that's fixed that's 3x stronger, but I do know that there is science behind it as to why this pyramid is a special structure and what makes it so powerful, right? So it's all again a matter of science and geometry, a game of angles. While they say it's pyramid, it's one thing to say here we don't have any symbolism or anything, right? We just sit, observe our breath, and get into the meditation state. But when Patriji emphasized on also using pyramids, because it was a sacred geometry that was being followed, and when you sit, you can harness that energy more easily, more freely, and people were able to get into those meditative states much more easily. That's because, yeah, there's a science behind it, which I'll get to shortly. But also, like we say, right, if we see a temple, church, or mosque, our first thought that comes is, yes, I need to get inside and pray. Similarly, he intended that pyramids become symbols of meditation. So the moment you see a pyramid, we think of it that I need to get inside and meditate. So that's the point of using this. One is, of course, to enhance our meditation experience. Two, there is several healing and preservation properties that pyramids give us, which can be harnessed by meditating under a pyramid. Three, of course, it's because the moment we see a pyramid now, we are aware that pyramids are great for meditation. It's great for anything. Even if you don't meditate under it, there are multiple things that you can keep under a pyramid and it preserves it, it makes it better. But now we know that meditation experience can become better under a pyramid. So why not use it? So that's the thought behind making pyramids. Patriji mentioning about creating a world, Pyramid Jagat as well. maybe quickly bring up a few slides. Yes, so like I was mentioning, there are several benefits that pyramid give us, right? And like I briefly mentioned yesterday, all we heard of as pyramids before was that in Egypt there are great pyramids, very, very huge structures that the pharaohs there built it, and dead bodies were kept inside it. It was mummified and kept so that it can remain preserved for really, really long period of time. So that's the Egyptian pyramid. But there's also Mayan cultures. Even in their civilization, they used to build pyramid-like structures that you can see here. And so why? Again, the fact is that pyramids can enhance the energy. Like you can see here, right? You can see that cosmic energy entering into that top point of the pyramid. So that's why they believe that they're storehouses of cosmic energy. All of us are energy, right? But that expands. There is free energy that can be generated within pyramids. And that is the reason that they say that pyramids are storehouses of energy. We've heard the statement, right? Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can just be converted from one form to another. But when inside a pyramid, due to its structure, there is the energy, free radicals that will be released. And due to its structure, energy keeps rotating within, and it enhances the energy within the structure itself, especially at 1/3 the height of the pyramid. That's why, although that energy is neither created nor destroyed, you can feel it more powerful. And in fact, what is that scientist? I think, let me figure out the name. Wanted to experiment and see how pyramids can be used to transfer energy without any loss. Say now we use electricity, right? Electricity is being conducted, but even in that system, there is always loss. Even if we're using wind energy, it's not that just because the wind turbines move, the entire thing is converted from kinetic energy to electrical energy, right? There's always some loss. But he was experimenting to see that if they, use pyramids, is there a way to transfer or utilize energy without it being lost? Like there's no loss in that. Yeah, sorry. The scientist was Nikola Tesla. In fact, the other day, I think there was a statement we were saying also. He spoke always, see the world in terms of energy and electrons, protons, neutrons, energy, like that, right? So here, even in this, there are multiple pyramids on one slate. But when seen, you can see, right, from the top of it, you can see some energy radiations there. It's just a small keychain, but still you can see that energy. So that's how powerful pyramids are. And the most important thing is several times we'll see different structures that look like pyramids, but the important part is the angle at which it is constructed, right? Here you can see in the bottom. So every pyramid on the four sides of it, it should have the angle of 51 degree, 51 minutes. That's what is called as the golden angle. So when they are based like that and in the top they reach together is when it's called an actual pyramid. In fact, it does not matter what the structure is made of. You can see in the left-hand side of the screen, right? There is a small paper pyramid. You can even use that. You can make pyramids on your own at home. There are several YouTube tutorials on that as well. So you can even construct pyramids on your own. The most important thing is it should be having that degree, 51 degree, 51 minutes. And when that is there, as you can see from the top, if energy enters into the pyramid, because of the structure, it keeps bouncing itself. So it goes to one corner, then it bounces off to the other, and it keeps rotating on its own. That centrifugal force that's created, right? So that enhances the energy within the structure itself. So especially at 1/3 of the height, keeps bouncing and maximum energy is created there, which is where you can feel most powerful. So I'll show the image of Pyramid Valley International in Bangalore, where an amazing pyramid, a huge pyramid is built. But there at 1/3 the height of that pyramid, there's something called as the King's Chamber. So you can actually climb to the top of King's Chamber and meditate there. So many, many meditators who have visited Pyramid Valley International say that they feel more powerful at that height. It's because of the shape of the pyramid and it keeps rotating, that energy keeps bouncing off on each other, and that's how it enhances. So that's the most powerful way. And there are several books on pyramid energy as well. honestly, even I haven't read deeply into it, but I have started using and experimenting with pyramids on my own at home as well. I have a small, you can see, I'm not sure how clear it is. This is a plastic pyramid that I have. If some days when I'm not able to, like 2 to 3 days continuously, I'm sitting for meditation, but it's not going great, I'm not able to focus, that's time I actually use these pyramids and it helps me get back into deeper states. And then we have another small copper pyramid at home where we usually keep some fruits inside that, and it has stayed good for longer. It doesn't get spoiled so easily. We have tiny, tiny pyramids that are kept on our water filter as well. So that's, especially in Bangalore, there are complaints of hard water, but then the water tastes better when kept under a pyramid. So they're also great books for us to read and understand. Is it real? Is it true? And you can experiment for yourself as well. So this is the same pyramid cap that I have. And these are experiments that people have actually done and come out with benefits. And some of them, like I said, I've experimented for myself. So you're free to get these pyramids or also make it on your own at home and try. So milk did not spoil quickly. Vegetables and fruits remained fresh for longer. Then normal water kept in pyramid became energized water. So sometimes they say if you're having a sore throat or some health challenge, keep a water under a pyramid and then consume that water. So it gets energized. Feel that energy within. And Pyramid Valley International, again, they experimented on their own. So tomatoes kept fresh for over 140 days at room temperature, ranging from 25 to 40 degrees Celsius. Even the spoiled tomatoes help produce better quality seeds. So one is it was because of the preservation properties of pyramid, it stayed good for longer period of time. And even if it was spoiled, when it was sown back again, it gave better produce. And again, Pyramid Valley International, if you go to, there is land also. They grow some of the crops there and they do annadana with the same vegetables that's grown. So they have like huge structures, like transparent structures kept over the fields there as well. And it really, really tastes, you can taste the difference in the and the energy. Water is also pyramid water use. So all of that. So it's really wonderful to visit there if you can. So many students use pyramid caps to focus better. Just wear that cap. So the one I have is a plastic pyramid cap. So you can just wear it on top of your head and then you can see the results for yourself. And then any wounds or cuts, people have seen it improve. Many people who have had health challenges. In fact, Usha, one of the volunteers here, young master, when she had an issue, health issue, she meditated several days under pyramid and then she was able to heal it much quicker. So these are all the healing and preservation properties. And in fact, there's a document experiment also. This was done in one of the prisons in Russia. So they blindly divided two groups of people, right? One set of prisoners. So they were all guilty of crimes and they were kept in the prison. They used salt and pepper, kept under pyramids for one set of inmates. And the other set of inmates just consume regular salt and pepper. Eventually, they saw that there was a change in behavior. The characteristics, the traits improved. They became much more calmer, gentler in the set of people who used salt and pepper kept under pyramids. And even after release from prisons, they saw a change in how they reacted and interacted with the society. So this is documented in one of the book sources there, right? Investigating the Source Field by David Wilcock. So you can go back and read about that as well. So this is a documented experiment of how meditation pyramids actually help. And meditation done under pyramids it's called pyramid meditation and it's much more effective. High energy environments. So if someone's having a challenge or you're just experiencing meditation for the first time, you can try doing it under pyramids and it becomes better. Many people like Haji was able to experience that amazing meditation even without pyramids, but many people have recounted amazing experiences, visions, outbursts of energy, emotions, all of that. And it's really wonderful. Whenever you have an opportunity, not just Pyramid Valley International, there are several pyramids across India. There's a list that you can also find online on PMC Hindi's app also. You can find the nearest pyramid center and visit and experience that for yourself. Several experiments have been done of how it also helps psychologically, how it's increased awareness, how people feel better under pyramids and all of that. So it's not just meditation, but increases physical, mental, and spiritual health. These are some of the statements from very important masters who believe in this science of pyramid and the wonders that pyramid energy can do as well. So this was the first pyramid started in 1991 in Kurnool, when Harshi Pitamaha Patriji had gotten it constructed as well. So he had full-time job, he resigned and then started meditating. So it's a huge structure. And then, of course, one of the biggest pyramids in India and in Asia. This is Pyramid Valley International in Bangalore. It's on Kanakpura Road. So it's a great moment. More than 30 lakh people have visited this and meditated. It is free for all to enter and meditate. Free meals are served. Only if you want to stay for longer, you can, get accommodation there and pay for it. But otherwise, it's free, open for all. Many people have gone healed, meditating under the pyramid. This is Maheshwara Mahapyramid, again, 180 by 180, huge pyramid. I hope I get to also visit it someday and meditate there. So these are some of the pyramids. And again, many masters in PSSM have built pyramids on their own. That's the thought we have as well. So it does not matter the material, cement, RCC, tiles, any structure. Importance is the angle. Whatever space is possible, you can use it. Otherwise, even pyramid caps are there, pyramid chairs are available. So like I mentioned, these are some of the websites. If at all you want it, you can experiment, order. The degree is important. You can even look at YouTube tutorial videos and construct pyramids on your own. I will see if I can find the YouTube tutorial and share the link with your facilitators. They can share it on your WhatsApp groups. If anyone's interested, you can experiment that for yourself as well. So yes, pyramid energy is very useful. Don't believe just because we said that. Experiment for yourself and see. Oh, there's quite a lot in the chat. Let's see. Anybody has anything to share? Yes, Shri, please share.
We're audible now?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so just a thought like when keeping keeping a pyramid in doing meditation under pyramid enhances the energy. So when living in a house where parents always talk very negatively, so just keeping a pyramid in home can help them change in thoughts.
Yes, we
How
can
was
believe in that and try. There will, of course, be several, even without us intending, because of the structure itself, it helps in different ways. So I actually heard, we were in Delhi for the Global Conference of Meditation Leaders, and we were at one of the Pyramid Masters' homes in Delhi, PMC Hindi, at their home. So I was recently seeing one of their videos, right? They were sharing how it not just that pyramid energy not just extends to people within. It's open for all. Anyone can come and meditate. Many people have seen benefits. But what they were saying was they see that that benefit has extended beyond their house also. So the closer shops that were there was a gym, many shops, they started seeing growth in customers or different ways where the entire locality also benefited. So they say that almost to 1 kilometer radius pyramid energy changes. So definitely try. There are different ways like transparent pyramids that are kept or pyramid caps. So ideally it's on our head. If we use it's more useful, right? So if it's a structure and they're within, then that energy can be shared with them as well. But I think because you mentioned this question yesterday also, start with communicating with them through your intentions also. On the energy level, try addressing the issue you have with parents, or if you're generally asking that question for somebody else also. Whenever by directly speaking, if things are not getting addressed, you can even do it through energy level, right? We're all energy beings after all. So address that the communication is great. I am able to express better, or I'm able to understand my parents' point of view also better. The way we interact, the energy at home has changed, all of that as well. And yes, if possible, whenever they're around, play this meditation track or make them listen to the wisdom as well. Even if they're not like paying attention fully, something might strike, something might change. And because with your own practice, if they see that change, eventually things will get better. But do keep sharing your experience, what you're going through. There is that platform available. Some way, I'm so glad you're thinking of ways that could be addressed. But yes, meditating under a pyramid, if that structure is there, that definitely carries that energy to everybody under that. Drinking pyramid water, all of that helps as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Will definitely true.
Yes. Anybody else? I can see a few questions. Just a second. How can Aditya ji or whoever's behind the screen, I could see some other person. Do you want to ask? I see that there are multiple questions that you have. Do you want to ask it directly?
Yeah, sure. So my question is, how can secondary students, like who are failing their subjects or not able to stay focused on learning, also pick up from the meditation and the pyramids?
Okay, sure. So, one is, they say that when you're stressed or when you're not able to focus or you're too distracted, is why somebody is not able to give their undivided attention, right? So, which is why the student could have failed in one of the subjects. Now, again, failure is a term we use as a society. We are labeling students as just because you didn't do well in studies, you failed. That's okay. That's part of the system. But there are different ways of looking at it also. So it's better we address the concerns that is bothered rather than thinking, okay, this time you failed, that means you're not good at anything or you're not good at life, right? So, of course, by generally doing meditation itself, students will eventually see that the stress is being reduced. We've seen this science behind stress in previous sessions. In case you have not attended that, it's available on YouTube, these vibe sessions. Just go back to week 2 and you can see how meditation helps addressing stress. So it automatically reduces. If the student has any anxiety issues, now that is also going away. And then because we understand our thoughts are, reducing, the clutter that we have in the mind is reducing with every single day's practice of meditation. Eventually, whoever the student is will be able to put their attention on more positive thoughts and things that are actually required. Like I was giving my own example. I never knew I was an overthinker until I started meditation, and I realized that there's so many thoughts that I have every single day, and most of that has been negative. So there is one scenario, even before that actually happens, I have created that in my mind and I've thought of 100 things that could go wrong. That's not required. So the moment I got my awareness on that, it reduced. I started saying, okay, this is not serving me. Same way, a distracted student will be able to, with meditation, consistent meditation practice, understand that, okay, this is a thought that helps me, this is a thought that does not. And then eventually they will be able to consciously pay attention towards things that's required. So concentration, again, also because the right hormones, the right conducive environment is created. If they have challenges with sleep, that is being addressed by meditation. And memory power is increased because of meditation. Again, all of these topics have been covered before. The way, because neural networks are getting stronger through meditation, a person's cognitive capabilities of reasoning, of logic, of memorizing stuff, of communicating better, all of this is being taken care of. Students' study slowly improves. In fact, in the US, I'm assuming you're from United States. Are you from any of that countries? So there are young masters whose parents have been meditators with Buddha CEO, and eventually they have started meditating. I think it's Vicky from US, and she has a couple of other friends also. So they themselves have started experimenting with meditation. They've been manifesting stuff. They've become so good at studies. They are teaching it to others as well. So it's very, very true to experiment and to introduce meditation to students, because everything that's necessary, internal calmness, external, everything is being taken care of. And the other thing is, how can pyramids also help? Like I said, the focus improves when we are wearing that pyramid cap as well. The focus in a student improves, concentration power improves, because our energy is not being distracted. We are not losing energy that is being retained when we are placing it on top of our head. So that way also it can help students. And the question of what could we do to students who are not following rules? Again, multiple of us can have multiple ideas about it. I was a very disciplined kid, thinking that, you should always follow rules. You have to be, everything is important. Of course, that is important. But many times we do it out of fear of not being punished. We don't want to be judged. We don't want to be punished, which is why we are following, not because we believe what they're saying is true, right? There are students, they want to experience things different ways. So they just don't want to follow rules because somebody's setting that up. And that could have come from experience also. So they would have seen that when they followed rules, they didn't feel great, or somebody punished them for not following rules, and then they became rebels, right? These are different ways. We are setting this system and saying you have to do this, you have to do that. But when we are born as individuals, each of us have the freedom to experience and learn. So just that the child is preferring to do things differently. So instead of harshly correcting them and saying you're not following rules, this is bad, we can just explain to them why something is introduced, why this rule exists. Say, if you do this, it helps you study better. If you do this, if you wake up on time and if you go back to bed on time, it just helps you being more focused, be better. So I feel like explaining the reasons behind why something is introduced helps better, and that helped for me. So whenever there were things like anything that said you should not do this today, it's a Tuesday, you should not do this that day, you should not eat on eclipse and all of it, I used to always question and ask my mother, why are they saying this? The moment I got a convincing answer, I agreed it. Otherwise, I wouldn't. So communicating why a rule is there and how it would help is better, and also explaining the consequences of what could happen. We won't threaten them, no, you don't do this, I will punish you. Instead, we'll say, if you fail to do this, probably this is, you could score less, and that might become a challenge for you to choose what you want to, a stream that you want, or it might become harder for you to select what you want in life, right? Just explaining the consequences. In there's this wonderful book of Children by Osho. That's when I was reading, and I had a baby nephew at home. So I was curious of what we can do, what we should not do around them. And that's why I read this book. So it was beautiful to explain, give them the freedom to decide, but you explain the consequences. And the best way, again, is to introduce meditation to them early in life. So again, don't think I'm promoting it, but there's this amazing program called Quantum Mind, especially for secondary higher education students and above. So there we introduce a lot of these concepts to students, with also activities kept in mind, where they can see where they're losing energy, where they can see where they're getting distracted, where they can see what is that within themselves that is limiting them. So this way they can understand the process. They're also meditating every day, and then they can also start seeing the benefits themselves, because it's a 15-week long journey, and there are multiple youngsters who join the group as well. So we'll try to get more youngsters from that program to share. But that's a way. Give them meditation. Explain to them that this is why it's important, and every choice has a consequence. So it's up to you to see what you want. So the book is Book of Children by Osho. Right? Again, be gentle. I know we have set timelines. I realized it late again, that we're all running a rat race. We need to achieve this by this timeline. So if what goes wrong if not? If you see in the grander scheme of things, everything is very, very minute. We are the ones who are fixing, okay, study, graduate by this year, find a job, earn by this age, get married by this age, do this. So whenever we have such questions, right, Chandra sir asks, what happens if not? Why not? Why not fail and experience? Why do we always say only success? Why don't we see other side? Why do we say we only want happiness? Why not sadness? That's a very, very interesting perspective. It's so challenging as well. But eventually we have to become neutral to both. And we'll only get to know the part of happiness if we've experienced sadness. We'll only know success if we've not seen something. So like I said, always been a topper, multiple things. So I never really know how to take failure also, unless I did not clear my UPSC exam in first 2 attempts. And I realized that what it means to not clear an exam. And from that, how do I overcome and become stronger? I had not learned this before. I had not found that strength within. Small failures, I would cry. 1 mark I lose, I would cry and make it a huge thing. Now, despite not clearing this exam in 2 attempts, I know that I am more than that. So that's why all forms of experiences are important, and it's not okay to label or judge someone. Best thing we can do is introduce and give meditation to everyone. I know it's been long answer, but I hope I will be able to address at least some of the questions that you've asked. Anybody else has any other questions? And mind naturally produces thought. Is it possible to stop them? Yes, we don't focus on stopping them. We focus on our breath and it reduces. So eventually, a few seconds, even if you have entered to that no thought state, that is amazing because that gives us so much of energy. We get connected to that infinite field. So while we can't control our thoughts, while we don't, our aim is not to stop the thoughts. Our aim is to be with our breath, to get our attention back to breath every time we realize we have a thought, so that naturally the number of thoughts reduces. And then we connect to that field. Yes, I'll see if I can, Rekhaji had asked to see my pyramid. I'll remove the background and then maybe see better. Just a second. And I know we're beyond time, so if anyone wants to, so this is the pyramid. The same cap that was in the image. And my copper pyramid, I can't show it because it's downstairs. So that's been the challenge in showing that copper pyramid. And somebody asked, where do we get it? So there's 51pyramids.com, Urja file, you'll be able to get it. Gunjan, I think I'll share the links. If you or somebody else, other facilitators can put it up in the WhatsApp group, that'll also help. Yes. Anybody wants to share anything? Ask any question? Okay. Thank you all so much for being a part of this session. So grateful to you. And thank you so much, Gunjan, for hosting this for all of us. See you all again in the next session. Thank you. Take care.
I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you, and so it is. I see the child in you. I see the sweetness in you. I see the softness in you, and so it is. I can see it.